Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. I am a professional. I am a professional. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a professional. I am a professional speaker and a mentor. And most importantly, I am a professional beggar. What? Yes, I beg for your attention. I beg for your time. I beg for your support so that you can become financially free. I was born in a small town called Kavilpati is a small town and it is not famous for anything. It's just an ordinary small town in India. Our family was also very ordinary. My dad was a police officer and my mom was a homemaker. We were 4 siblings, so there were 2 sets of twins in our family. And we were very poor. When I say poor, I mean we didn't have even enough money to buy books for us. All 4 siblings had to share one single book and study. That's how poor I was. But I always had this fire in me. I always wanted more from life. You know, we had a TV at home, but we didn't have a good TV. And every night we would watch the same news channel. And I remember watching this one particular show called Mr. India. You must have heard about it. Shah Rukh Khan's movie, Mr. India. They used to make fun of Mr. India if he was shown as a loser. You know, he couldn't do anything. And I always wondered why India was always shown as a loser. Why couldn't India do anything great in the world? And I made a decision then and there that I will show India as a winner. I will do something great in life. This burning desire took me to Delhi. I came to Delhi with just 35 rupees in my pocket, and I joined a coaching institute. I gave the entrance exam for IIT, and I got into IIT. And then what happened was, just like any other student, I performed well in the first year. I was in the dean's list. Everyone praised me, but then I started slacking off. I started partying. I started doing all kinds of nonsense things. You know, typical college stuff. And by the end of the second year, I was almost out of the college. I was not performing well. I was failing in almost all the subjects. So then I decided I will drop out of the college, and I went and told this to my father. You know, I was hoping that he would give me some good advice, but instead he started beating the hell out of me. And after beating me, he threw me out of the house. I was out of my college, and I was out of my house. I was on the streets of Delhi with no money, no job, no education, I was literally on the streets. So I did the only thing that I could do. I called up a friend and I asked him to lend me some money. And luckily he gave me some money and I bought a secondhand computer and I started working in an internet company. I worked there for 5 years and slowly I started saving some money. And I started thinking that now I have some money, I should invest it in some business. So I quit my job, took out a loan of 20 lakhs and started my first company. Unfortunately, that company went down. I lost all my money, 20 lakhs. I was into debts. My friends stopped taking my calls. My family didn't talk to me. I was all alone. At that point of time, I had only one thought in my mind, and that was to die. The only thing that was on my mind was to end my life. But then I said to myself, if I end my life, will my parents get any money? Will they get insurance for my death? Because I knew that if I die, my parents will be in big trouble. So I decided that I will live. Somehow I managed to survive. Then again, somehow I got a job and I saved some money and I started my second company. And within 2 years, that company became one of the biggest companies in India. Today, it is a multi-million-dollar company. So from being a person who was begging for food on the streets to building a multi-million-dollar company, it was quite a journey. Now, here's the important thing. Many people assume that I became a millionaire because I'm an Isayan, right? Because I went to a good school. I went to a good college, so I became successful. But actually, that's not true. I failed in the second year of my college. Okay. I was never an A+ student. I don't have good grades. I'm not a topper. I was just an average student. I became successful because of the fire in my belly. I became successful because of my mindset. So, my message to all of you is that if you really want to become financially free, you need to have a burning fire in your belly. You need to have hunger. You need to work hard. And most importantly, you need to start. Don't wait for anyone's permission. Just go out there and start. Thank you.